Hey, my little bosses, it's your girl, Boss Lady Lexi. You all, I know I look kind of bad because I have this bonnet on my head, but I just wanted to come and share something with you all. Sara Lee's honey wheat bread. I don't like my bread toasted. And this was the quickest thing I could make since I was ready to just spill this story out. Okay, story time today. Let me give you, Hey love, hey Tosh, how are you? Let me pray first, you all, before I get started. Lord, I thank you for this food that I'm about to receive. I pray and ask that you would bless it, that it may nourish my body for healing in my body and nourishment in Jesus' name. And Lord, I just pray that you guide me through this story time, that I don't break down and cry, but some things just have to get out and its story might help someone else. Amen. So you all, my story time today, I was talking to one of my friends yesterday, and they were talking about something. I'm not going to mention their name, but then someone posted a post on Facebook about why are you single? Is it because you're picky, or you just choose to be single? So I responded that I am picky. Now, the reason why I'm picky is because, hey, pickers, how are you today? The reason why I am so picky when it comes to dating a man at the age that I am now, because I've been single for a very long time. And the reason being is because I think I'm old school. Good. I'm glad you're doing good today. Today my back is hurting, but I'm pressing on anyway. Still gotta put new sheets on the bed. I'm gonna pack up my reborns, but let me get back to this story. So the reason I think, now this is my theory, and we can communicate back and forth with each other to help me out. I believe that when it comes to a man, he is supposed to first respect you and your children. That's number one if you have children. Number two, I believe that a man is supposed to do everything. If you carry the bags, all the bags, the heavy bags, and I believe that the woman should carry the light bags. I believe that a man should open your car door. A man should open the doors when you're going through doors and out of doors. I believe that a man should, when you're walking, that man is always supposed to be on the outside and you're supposed to be on the inside. I believe that when you go to restaurants, your back should be up against the door. If you're sitting in a booth, he is supposed to be sitting in front of you so that he can see what's going on. Yes, Tosh. So I am very picky. I expect this out of a man. Now, I was fascinated, you all. When I say fascinated, I was fascinated with this guy. And we were talking, but we wasn't talking on that level. We were just talking. And post this on Facebook. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, pickers. So while dating this, well, not dating, let me not say that because that's a lie. We did not date. But while I was talking to this guy and giving him, letting him know how I really liked him and everything like that, sometimes our messages got crossed. And I was just thinking last night, I was like, you know what? You have every right to be picky when it comes to a man, because I know I didn't get the love and all of that fascinating stuff as a child. So my fairy tale is just what I said before, that I want a man that can do all those things. And I'm not saying that this man has to be perfect, because we all know that there's no perfect person on this earth that we are walking on and living and breathing. So I'm sure he's going to have his faults. But I believe that when God created man and woman, from what the Bible says, is that the woman was created to help the man. So, you know, I always believe that when God puts two people together, it's always a strong person and a weak person. Because he's not going to put two strong people together, because then they're going to clash. So when that weak is down, that strong can pick them back up. That's just my belief. And it just really hurt my heart when my friend, I'm going to call her Summer, said that her husband does some of the weirdest things. And I was pissed off, because I was like, oh no, that's not right. That's just not right. And I told her she should say something. Don't accept that. And that's the one thing that as women, I don't know, and men, so I'm just going to put the two together. If something's not right, say something. Don't sit there and just let it keep going on and on and on, because they're going to continue to do it. Why? Because you are allowing it to happen. You have a voice, and your voice should be able to speak for what you like and what you don't like. Y'all, I look a hot mess. Do you hear me? There we go. So that bothered me in my sleep. Exactly, Tosh. People are only going to do what you allow them to do. You are exactly right. You hit that nail right on the head. And it bothered me so much last night in my sleep that that's all I kept dreaming about. And in the dream, I kept dreaming about how this person that I was telling you about, we're going to call him Fred Flintstone. We're going to call him Fred Flintstone. How Fred Flintstone didn't give a rat's tail about me. And how I figured that out is, over the years that me and Fred have been just talking, shooting the breeze, and sometimes we, what's a good word for that? Sometimes we, as Crystal says, we colored. We colored in we colored the coloring book. That's what we're going to call it, coloring the coloring book. And the last time that we colored the coloring book was 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. So I felt like my daughter had this surprise party for me, you all. And all she kept saying was I had to dress up and I had to, you know, put on my best. Not saying that I don't always put on my best, because sometimes we just, you know, like how I am today is... But I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't know anything, my little bosses. So all I kept thinking was, in my mind, that she got in touch with Fred Flintstone. And I was assuming that Fred Flintstone was coming to wherever I was going. Because when I tell y'all that my kids kept saying, put on your best, you gotta look like the boss, you gotta look fierce, you gotta look fabulous, gorgeous. Y'all, I went and that was the day that I got my final install of my eyebrows. So they were on fleek. I tried to put on a little bit of makeup, had my hair done. Oh my gosh, you all couldn't tell me that I wasn't fly. So I was super duper excited. I was like, oh my gosh, Fred Flintstone is going to be here. That's all I kept saying. I didn't know anything. I didn't even know where we were going. So when we got to where we were going, I was like, okay. And I didn't know that they were texting these people and all of this. So to get to the story, I walk in this place and they all screamed out, surprise! And guess what, y'all? Guess what? Fred Flintstone was not there. I was hurt. Because in my mind, that's all I was thinking, because they didn't tell me anything. And I was also hurt that out of all of my friends or associates, my best friend was there, and my goddaughter, my cousin came, my best cousin. Oh, I love her so much. My niece came. I love her too. My brother, my sister, I love them too. And my sister's son. That was it. Out of, let's say, 200 and something people that I know, only that little handful came. So you can trust and believe I was super duper hurt. And my kids were hurt on the fact that my biological mother, my daughter, got in contact with her and told her about this big surprise 51st birthday party that she was throwing for me, because she knew that I really never ever had a party. And she knew that I always kept talking about this, but I give my kids parties all the time because I just feel like that's something that they can tell their children about. So I was super duper hurt over that. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she didn't come. And she said she was coming. And my daughter was like, done. She was angry that this woman did not come. But I was like, I was more angry that Fred Flintstone wasn't there. But Fred Flintstone did call me about 2 months later. And I didn't have no words for him. I didn't have any words for him. He was talking, he was like, you seem like you're busy. And I was like, yeah, I am. I couldn't even tell you what he was talking about because that's how I was out. But in my dream last night, I'm going to call Fred Flintstone tonight. And I'm going to let Fred Flintstone hear everything that I want to tell him about himself. Now, granted, me and Fred Flintstone, we only went out in public one time. One time. And that's because I paid the bill. I took him out for his birthday. In all these years that me and Fred Flintstone has known each other, I've never gotten anything for my birthday. I didn't even get a call this year. I didn't even get a Happy Mother's Day this year. I got nothing from Fred Flintstone. But Fred Flintstone's going to get a call tonight. Yes, he is. And I hope he's going to be ready because I'm going to let him have it. I'm going to spill all of the beans on Fred Flintstone. And this is the sad part. He claims that he's that man that I described to you all. Now, granted, yes, when we did go out that one time, he did open the door. He took my coat off. He helped me sit down. He helped me get up. He opened the door when we left. It was raining, so he didn't have an umbrella, so I met him at his car with my umbrella because I have this great big huge Nautica umbrella, and he took the umbrella and carried it like the man to make sure that I didn't get wet, da-da-da-da-da. All these things. So last night in my dream, it was like, you and Fred Flintstone is never ever going to be. It's never going to happen. So you might as well get that out of your head. And I'm going to close that chapter of that book tonight. It's going to happen. I mean, I feel as though I have every right to voice my feelings to this person. And I will always invite him out to here, there, and everywhere. But he would never go. So it just made me think in my dream last night that I was not good enough I was not pretty enough. I was not skinny enough to go out with him in public to anything, or him to accompany me in public. I will always say, well, can we do, oh, I have to work, or I have to see if I have to work. I wasn't important. So ladies and gentlemen, I am saying this because if that's you that is going through this situation, you have a voice and you need to speak up for yourself and stop letting this stuff happen to you. Because when I go to California, I want to be prepared, because I believe that if God has spoken to me that this is where I'm supposed to go, that I'm supposed to relocate and I'm supposed to start this new life, I want to start it off fresh. I don't want to take any baggage with me. And that one baggage is going to end tonight. Yes, Tosh, I'm leaving it all. I'm just setting down, pulling down those strongholds, and I'm letting them know that, look, I am somebody who has feelings. And if you knew from our first conversation, which was probably my daughter is 15. So I'm going to say 10 years ago, you should have said something then. Yes, I'm getting it all off my chest, because I can't shoot the breeze with this, with Fred Flintstone no more. You all, this is one bottle of water, a whole bunch of ice, and lemon and grape flavor stuff in here that I'm drinking. And it is so good. I was super thirsty. So the moral of the story is, voice yourself. Don't let people take advantage of you. Because if you do, they're going to keep on doing it and keep on doing it and keep on doing it. And it's not just Fred Flintstone that did not show up. Now, one person, I gave them a pass, because we're going to call him Barney. Barney couldn't come because Barney is severely allergic to shellfish. Any type of seafood, he is allergic to it. And where we went was a seafood restaurant. So just the smells can set Barney off. So he got a pass. But he did not get a pass that I didn't get a happy birthday. He's getting a phone call too. We're going to end all of this. I'm like, you're carrying so much of a burden on yourself. Just not from that. Because as y'all know, I still carry the burden of being abandoned. And I'm going to tell you all, I am 51 years old. 51. And I couldn't tell y'all what love is if it slapped me in the face. You know why? Because I don't even know. And that's the real, honest truth. I never felt love then. Now, I love my children because those are my children that I gave birth to, that I raised all by myself. And when I say all by myself, all by myself. So the love that I have for them is totally different from probably what you all know what love is from your parents and your family members. I couldn't tell y'all if it was to slap me in my face. It could just look and be like, bam. And it would just scatter right on by, because I don't know. And I don't know if I'll ever know what it feels like. You all, this sandwich is so good. And people take it for granted. When you have parents that love you so much, I mean, they love you so much that they'll do anything for you. But yet you still keep messing up and messing up and messing up and messing up, and your parents just keep coming and digging in and pulling you out. Digging in and pulling. That is love. That's, oh, wait a minute. Hold on and hold the presses. Y'all, once I mentioned that word love, something just popped into my mind about Fred Flintstone. Now, hope somebody please answer this for me. Please, I am begging you to answer it for me because I don't know. He had the nerve one day to say, I love you unconditionally. What the heck does that mean? I'm just going to sit here and wait for y'all to respond. Okay. I don't know. I took that as, I don't even know how I took it, y'all. Unconditionally? I'm lost. Unconditionally. I love you unconditionally. And see, those little three, well, those was 4 words. Well, that was 4 words. I love you unconditionally. Yeah, 4 words. Them 3 words, I love you. Oh my gosh, those are the strongest words ever placed on the face of this earth. Ever placed on the face of this earth. And people just throw it around and toss it around like it's a piece of trash. Stop using that word if you don't mean it. Right, Tosh. Fred Flintstone was just playing around. Yup. Yes, he was. Played me like a fiddle. And I danced to the beat of his. But guess what? Today, the music stops along with the dancing. Because you know what? I'm going to beat to his drum and I'm going to tell him how I feel. Whether he likes it or not. I'm going to tell him. Because he needs to know. Thank you, Keisha. But you know what, Keisha? He lied. Because if that was true, in the 10 years that we have known each other, we would have not only gone out one time and I paid the bill. And you call yourself a man? I've never got a birthday card, Mother's Day card, Valentine's card. I don't even think I got a happy Valentine's Day. But my simple self, I'm not going to call myself the D word, but my simple self. Exactly, Keisha. Exactly. And I looked at your video from last night and I said, this is confirmation. This is confirmation. Because I meant to watch that video last night, but God didn't allow me, Keisha, to watch that video until today. And I watched it and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, look at God. Look at God. This is confirmation. You slept it. You watched Keisha's video. I didn't know what that video was going to be about, but I watched it and I said, yep, that's it. It don't take a rocket scientist with me, because once I get that one confirmation and then the second one came, it's time to close it. It is, and let me tell y'all, when I moved to Florida to get away from everybody and start fresh. But of course, I keep telling y'all, if I let my mind play these tricks on me. And this person had the nerve to call and ask me what. Fred called me. And he asked me, why did I move away? He was mad because I moved away. Why? Why were you mad? I was like, if anything, I was mad at you because you did not step up to the plate in a timely manner. Yes, he will, Keisha. God will do it every time. Yes, he will. He's an on-time God. Yes, he is. Let me tell y'all something. I am so glad and happy to release that out into the atmosphere, because I know they're not going to like what I got to say. Because, see, everybody thinks that I'm nice, and I am nice. I am very nice. I will give you my last dime if I have to help you along the way. But when I get angry, you know what, Keisha, you're right. You are absolutely right. I should have not answered Fred Flintstone's phone call. But Fred's gonna hear from me. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And I'm so nice that when I get mad, the tongue is an evil sword. It is the evilest thing on your body. Because once those words come out, those evil, nasty words come out, and you read somebody their rights, oh my gosh, you better, I have to sometimes mind my tongue. And sometimes I just can't, because I will say whatever it is on my mind that I have to get out, because it's just no way humanly possible that I'm going to let certain things walk over top of me. Yes, please go to, I got to wait for her to bring it back up again. Say something else, Keisha, so I can shout you out. Say it again. Say something so I can shout you out, because they have to watch this video. This video is a must watch. Trust me, from beginning to end, because it was very deep. A walk in a fat woman's shoes. Please, you all, go subscribe to her channel. Go and watch that video. A walk in a fat woman's shoes. You have got to go and watch it. Yes, Tosh, please go and watch it, because it will bring things to you that you probably are holding in yourself. And that video is going to help you release, to get it out. I'm telling you. When I was so shocked, because I didn't know what they were going to talk about. I love watching them because they are so real. And I was like, now what are they going to... At first I thought they was going to talk about how we met. I was so super excited. They was like, get your drinks and stuff ready. But they fooled me on this one. It's called Locked in the House and Eat With Us. That's the name of the video that I need you all to watch. Locked in the House and Eat With Us. You all, I was so super excited. I was like, oh my gosh. They said, go get your drinks. They even waited, because I just knew they was going to talk about how they met. I was so excited. But whoo-wee, was I wrong? Whoo! Y'all got to go watch. I'm not even going to spill the beans. Keisha, all I'm going to say is, Keisha said a mouthful. Yes, she did. And I'm glad she did it. You know why? Because sometimes you hold, like I said, you hold it in for so long. Burdens can weigh you down. Burdens can really weigh you down. But I know once she got that out into the atmosphere and she released it, there was like 15,000 pounds gone. So I am thankful that she did it, because you know what? Them 15,000 pounds, Keisha, going to be released off me today. It's going to be released off me today. Whew. Girl, I know you probably said, woosah, when you ended that tape. You probably needed to have a drink after you finished recording that. Because, girl, it was wonderful. You win the trophy of the day. You win the trophy of the day, Keisha. Girl, I'm going to have to go back and put my trophies up. Because, girl, you did it. You really did it. And it just made me want to come and do this video to let people know that, yes, you have feelings and you have a voice. You are a person. I'm sure, Keisha, it did something to my spirit too. How I was just letting people letting men just walk over top of me. They would sing a song and I would just dance to the beat of the song. But not no more. Not anymore. I've been single for so long. And I ain't colored no crayons in the books in so long. And let me tell you, that is one prized possession that you should keep to yourself until the right person comes along. Because I'm telling y'all, I don't know nothing. Nothing. When I tell y'all, I'm being honest and real. I don't know what love is for someone to give it to me. I do not know. And I am 51 years old. And that's really, really sad. That is really, really sad. Because I'm quite sure that growing up, you all felt some kind of love from somewhere. Well, it did not happen to me. But I'm still here. Girl, I'm so glad that you found it. I am so glad. And I know and pray that it does find me. Because I know one is for certain and two is for sure. The Bible says when a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing. So when I really got that in my spirit, I stopped looking. I'm not looking no more because it's not my place to look. You all, I would get so mad. I would get so mad. I get mad to this day. But let me take a bite. Let me tell y'all. Y'all, I'm sorry I'm chewing so long. TMI. When you have gastric bypass surgery and you don't chew your food really good, it gets stuck. And I ate some of that food last night and I didn't chew it very well. After I got off this live with you all, I was in the bathroom throwing up. And that's a sign. I felt it and I was like, I must didn't chew those shrimp up really good. But dang, I forgot what I was getting ready to tell y'all. It wasn't important because I can't even remember right now. But it might come back to me. It might come back to me. But all I can say is I just... Girl, it's really hard. It is really hard to find, to know that if you're not mentally ready, that's one thing. You have to be mentally ready for love. But if you're not mentally ready, you might accept the wrong person. But then you wake up and you find out that that's not the right person. Because my famous theory is how we met is funny, emotional, and crazy at all times. Keisha, you got to do a story on that. You got to do a video on that in one of your eating chats. You know what? My famous theory is where one won't, another will. So if that person is not doing what they're supposed to do, then another person is going to step up and they're going to do what that person is not doing. That's why I said every man and every woman is not perfect. We all have our downfalls. Yes. Like someone... We all, yes, please do. I'm going to be waiting on that one. Because, see, I just happened to stumble by walking a woman's fat shoes. I just happened to stumble by her channel one night I was up. It just so happened to have popped up. And I do believe that when things just pop up, it's a reason that that you need to be on that person's channel, because they're going to release out something to you that is important. So you got to listen to the messages, because there's always that message has a meaning. The message has a purpose that it can touch you here and help you throughout your journey, because all of the people that I follow on a daily basis, I listen very carefully to the story times or the eating chats, and I listen and I read to what people are saying, because sometimes what they're saying can help me to get through some of the stuff that I've been through. Because I'm telling y'all, I don't know how I'm still here. I don't know how I'm still standing. I've had a hard life. And I keep telling people, you can't judge a book by its cover. You've got to sometimes open up that book and read. Because people are looking, I know exactly what I was getting ready to say. Let me say it now before I forget. You all, I used to get angry, really mad, because I would put my makeup on or be all dressed up. Well, what I call dressed up. I look nice and I go on out and do whatever it is that I have to do. And to this day here in Virginia, I've been here for 5 or 6 years, not one man, while I am out shopping, doing whatever it is I'm doing, not one man has ever opened up his mouth and say, "Oh, you are so pretty. Oh, you look nice today. Oh, I love that color on you." Never happens. So, you know, sometimes it makes me feel bad. Girl, mentally, and I've never been physically abused. That's one I've never had, but I've been mentally abused a long time. A very long time. And you know, it really hurts me that when I do go out, if you all look on my vlogs, I'm always posting like what I wear for the day. And I know I look nice. But it really hurts my feelings when people just look at me and don't say anything at all. It just made me think like, hey, I can go. Some days I feel like going outside just like how I am now. And I'm like, nobody's not paying me any attention. I get dressed up and hold on, let's hold the presses. Let's hold the presses for a minute. I've been at my church since I was a baby. A baby, y'all, a baby. And y'all already know I'm 51 years old. Not near man in that church has ever approached me. As a teenager, as a young adult, as an older adult, I don't even get no attention from them either. So I'm figuring some days I have to ask myself, I really do, why am I here? What is my purpose? What is my calling? If it wasn't for those two children, that are 24 and 15, they are the only reason why I am here. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. Girl, the black sheep. I was the black, the purple, the brown. I don't know how I got that way. I don't know why I was mistreated as a child. I do not know. I'm like, maybe it was because I was already rejected at the hospital. On May 8th, 1966, on Mother's Day, I think I was born at Baltimore City Hospital. Well, that's what the name of it was called back then. I was rejected, thrown away, given to the wolves. I was a pawn of whoever wanted to take me. And I only weighed 2 pounds at birth. Well, honey, I'm glad you had your grandmother, because I didn't have nobody. I had no one. I've been fighting for my life since the day I was born. The very day I was born, I've been fighting. I'm telling y'all, 51 and still fighting. Still fighting. Fighting for one thing. One thing. And I know they always say you have to love yourself first before love finds you. Well, I love myself because I know that I am a strong black woman out here fighting every single day for me and my two springs. I fight every day. I will go to the moon and back for them two little girls. You know, I've been through it all. And like I said before, I'm not on drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I've never smoked weed a day in my life. I'm just telling y'all, grab a hold to God. That's the only thing that has me here, is my faith in God. Because trust and believe, no one, I say no one, can walk in these shoes that I have walked in and still be standing. No love, no nothing. Love is what everybody needs. They always say love makes the world go round. Well, love skipped me. I'm in this world and it just flew right on by me. I couldn't tell y'all a thing because I don't even know. And it's sad when you grow up and you realize that the people who raised you don't love you. You got to sit and think back to when you was a child of the physical abuse, all those beatings. That's not love. Oh, I did it because I love you. No, you don't. You did it because you wanted to do it. That's not love. Beatings are not love. Beatings are a way of telling you don't do that again. So that's not love at all. Hey DC, how are you today? Oh, you done missed a mouthful today, honey. You have missed a mouthful. You might have to catch the repass on this one. This video is about love. And I was talking about how I don't know what love is because I've never had love a day in my life. Girl, I didn't even make it to church. It's so hard, Keisha, to know that your mother, your blood, your flesh and blood, oh my gosh, it's the hardest thing that I've ever had to deal with, is to know that my flesh and blood didn't love me. Oh my gosh. And see, I did stuff to myself. This is why my teeth are this way, because they didn't take me to the dentist. Or when they did, they never, really spoke up to the doctors on my behalf to fix my teeth. So I just started eating ice and eating ice and eating ice and eating ice until they're gone. I paid for these front teeth. I paid almost, what did I pay? About $5,000 for the front, and I didn't even have the money to finish getting them done. Now I got to get the bottoms pulled out and let the gums heal in order to get the bottom ones done. Y'all don't know, I was self-abusing myself. That's probably why I'm fat, because I was just eating. I told y'all I gained 100 pounds in 1 year, the doctor told me. Exactly 100 pounds. I was mentally abused in school. I was bullied from elementary school all the way up to now. Right. All I have, like I said, is just me. I don't have nothing. It's just me. And I be trying to figure out, when I see people, y'all, there's this one family. I look up to this family so much. I mean, I really do. I look up to this family, and we're going to call them the Jetsons. Yeah, they're going to be the Jetsons family. Right, that's what I felt. I felt like nobody really loved me. Nobody cared enough to even pick me up when I was down. And so food is like always was the comfort. Even though the food is like abusive to your body, but you don't know that at that time because that's all you have. But let me tell y'all about the Jetsons. Oh my gosh, y'all, the Jetsons. Oh my gosh. This is a family that They're like this, you all. They are like this. They love each other, their mother, their father, their grandfathers, their aunts, their uncles, their cousins, their nieces, their nephews, their great cousins, their great aunts. They love everybody. They have these family events. If one is sick, the whole clan comes to heal that one person. I've seen it with my own eyes. With these two eyes, and I think if you want to count my glasses, those count as eyes too. That's 4 eyes. I've seen it many a times. This family is so bonded and loved. Oh my gosh. It's unbelievable. It's almost scary. Well, I can't say that I love everybody. No, I can't say that. I'm not there yet. I haven't reached that place yet. But I do have a space in my heart for my brothers and sisters. And I have one favorite brother. And I will do anything for him too. If he calls me and say he needs something, I got it. Or I just voluntarily say, check your bank account. And he says, thank you. Because I know if that's the only brother really that I have. I have older ones, but when it comes down to that level, that's him. But he abused me mentally as a child too. Y'all, I was called all kinds of names. I was called the black sheep of the Black Lagoon. I was called Blackie, Darkie, and y'all for years. 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 I thought I was black. I thought I was this color. I was trying to think, and until this day, I am still trying to think of ways that is not going to affect or harm me. Right, Keisha, it's the hardest thing. But I was thinking one day maybe if I bleach my skin, but then I was like, no, the bleach ain't gonna work. Because I wanted to use whatever product. I even made a status about it. Can someone tell me of a good bleaching cream that's not gonna harm my body to just scrub away everything? I was going to use it to just scrub away everything off of me that even looked black, because that's all I've been called. And I was thinking that's probably why nobody wanted me, because, and this is true. Now, this is just my personal opinion, so I don't want anybody to take it out of context, because this is just my own personal feeling thought. No man has not accepted me because I'm not light skinned. I see all these light skinned big girls bigger than me. They all have a man. And I said, that's my problem. That is why I don't have a man. Is because I am not light skinned. Right, now let me tell you, when I had gastric bypass surgery, my self-esteem went up here. I raised the bar. And I was dressing nice. I was doing everything that I needed to do to make myself look pretty. And no matter what I did, even to this day, it still ain't happened because I'm not light-skinned. Let me be light-skinned, man. They will all be flocking. And wait a minute. I got what they want. I got the big behind. I got the nice size boobs. But I ain't light skinned. I prayed to God that my children would not be dark. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. Keisha, I still don't have a man. I don't think, no, I'm telling y'all, I get dressed up every day. In my world, I'm dressed up. I don't even get hello, hi, oh, you look nice today, you rocking that outfit. It don't happen. What is a splicket? I never heard of that before. I've been called everything, Keisha. Anything you can think of, I've been called. And they weren't nice words either. But I'm still here. The dark girl is still here. I just wish I was light-skinned. And my children are lighter than me. That's what I prayed. And I prayed to not have fat children. Because I didn't want them to be bullied like I was. I didn't want that for them at all. At all. Because being bullied is not a good thing. It is not. I don't bully anybody. Thank you, pickers. They love me to pieces. Do you hear me? They will do anything for me. My daughter says she will go to the moon and back for me. Oh, oh, I know he's just a cutie pie. The both of them. I'm sure they are, Keisha. I am sure of that, and I've never even seen your kids. I'm sure they are cutie pies. And look, I got the pretty baby face. This don't mean nothing, honey. It don't mean nothing. Even when I lost the weight, I got the negative attention. Because, see, I wasn't focused. So I got the negative side of just accepting whatever they told me because I never had it done before. So, but now I know better. No way. It ain't happening. They supposed to, girl. They supposed to. Just like I think I'm sexy. I know I'm sexy. I'm just not light-skinned. I'm just not light-skinned. So people don't understand, and it's hard for them to understand. You've got to walk in a person's shoes before you can understand how their life is. I can tell y'all till I'm blue in the face. My oldest is 5'7" and my youngest is 4'11". I believe she's done stopped growing. Wait a minute, I gotta try to see what she just said. I was trying to read what you just said, but I missed it. And I don't know how to go back and read it. But I just want people to know that to really know and understand a person, sometimes you just have to talk to them. And you have to listen to what they have to say because everybody has a voice. Everybody has a voice. Wow, that's tall. Oh, y'all, and by the way, I do have preferences when it comes to men. They have to be like 6 foot. Kiki, I missed what you said. Can you retype that, please? I like men that's like 6'2", 6'4", brown skin, thick. That's my preference. I don't want anybody that's my height. No, I just don't. But I just find it amazing that no one has not ever said anything to me, and I've been here for 5 years. Hey, girl, that's what I like. I'm 6 between 6'2" and 6'4". And remember, I'm only 5'3" too. Kiki, I'm 5'3" as well. I need that tall person that can reach up and grab things that's on the top counter. Y'all, I got 3 sections in my kitchen's counter. I can only use the first 2. And that's barely. I gotta make sure everything is pushed close to the front. Or I'm using the tongs to pull things out of the cabinet. I need that 6'4" helpmate, Lord. In Jesus' name, that's what I'm going to continue to pray for. Because I know he's out there somewhere. We on the short bus, Keisha. Yes, we are. And Kiki, we are on the short bus. Yes. When I give trips, hey DC, I give trips to Atlantic City. I have to ask the bus drivers, the companies, when I order the buses, does your bus level down? Because I'm so short, I need all the shortness I can get to get up on them buses. And that's just a main. Or the buses, I tell them, you're going to have step stools. Because a lot of the seniors are getting on the bus. And I want them to be able to get on and to get off comfortably. And not have to struggle. So it does work. I love it. But you'll never catch me getting on a school bus. Nah. They ain't got no air conditioners. This little light, y'all, it burns through batteries really fast. Really fast. Oh, sees the battery. No, I do them batteries. Oh well. I'll have to look for them later. Woo. I hope so, Keisha. I hope so. I hope he does. Because I'm tired of doing all of this by myself. It's a struggle sometimes. It really is a struggle. But I've been doing it for 50, well, can't say 51. I've been doing it since I was 20. Doing everything myself. And I remember them days of trying to carry the groceries and a car seat. Because you only want to make one trip. It's hard. It's hard being a single mother. It is very hard. But we do what we have to do in order to get things done. I try my best. Yes. Wow, Pickers. I really love your hair, Pickers. It is like so cute. And it fits you very well. Girl, Kiki, I'm glad you have a good support system. I've never had one. Never, ever had one. And if I did have one, trust me, they would get nothing but mad respect from me. Nothing but mad respect. Matter of fact, I would be taking care of them now. They wouldn't even have to worry. Because if they called and said, I need this, you got it right then and there. If my daughter called, now I do have a good support system with my kids. Because they know if I call and ask for something, right, they got it. Or if I call and ask for something, I get it. And I always give it back. Because that's just how I think is supposed to be. And my mental, I know what things are supposed to be like, and that's probably why I'm so old school when it comes down to dating now, is that you don't ever have to settle for less. If you got a list of 25 things you want in a man, and let's say you meet a man and he has 22 of those things that's on your list, you better keep him. Because I know I'm going to keep him, because I know he's not perfect. There's no perfect man out here. So, people, when you're looking for your soulmate, have a list. Yes, I'm not. At 5 years, 5 years going, let's say 6 years. 6 years going strong. And y'all, let me tell y'all, Mr. Flintstone, when I was really into him, I was not coloring books with nobody. I was faithful to somebody who wasn't even mine. How silly could I have been? But not no more. Not no more. I cannot wait to call tonight, because I believe that Mr. Flintstone is working right now. So I don't want to call him while he's working, because I want his undivided attention. And I'm going to start the conversation off with, yes, girl, I learned from so much, because I'm not a saint. Trust and believe I'm not. But thank God for deliverance. Thank God for deliverance. I thank you, Jesus. I've been delivered from a whole lot of things. A whole lot of things. And the reason I asked for deliverance is because I had 2 children. 2 children that I had to raise, that I wanted to raise the right way. So I had nothing else but to straighten up and fly right and not go back. And another thing I'm going to leave y'all with, when God delivers you from something, don't go back. Do not go back. Because when you go back, it's going to be so much harder the second time around, because you got delivered from it the first time. I don't go back. I do not go back. Yes, I am so thankful to God that He has given me the strength and the courage to come to YouTube, because I didn't really know what to do. And I didn't want to do YouTube because I thought that people was going to judge me because of my size. People was going to judge me because of my teeth. People was going to judge me because I have no edges. You know, I thought of all of the negative things that people were going to do. But one day, because I was doing voiceovers for quite a while, because I was so afraid. But then I was like, nope. You are going to put on your big girl panties, and you're going to strap them girls up, and you're going to go on live, and you're going to do what you have to do. And if they judge you, let them judge you. Because guess what? God's going to take care of those people. God will take care of them. And I can take care of them too. Because you know what? It's a thing called the block button. Yes, Kiki, I have found so much. I mean, I never thought that it's never any drama. When I go on my YouTube's family pages, it's always positive. Everyone's always positive. It's nothing negative. It's just like a whole new world for me, and I love it. Trust and believe, I love it. I just hope, and I never thought that my channel would get this many subscribers. I really didn't. I thought I was going to stay at 10 and 15, 20 for a long time, because I didn't think anything that I was doing was worthy of what people was liking. Girl, I had a raid of trolls the other day. Kiki, oh my, I didn't even know what in the world was going on. They came in like 50 strong. 50 strong, but I had to put them in their place. I had to stop and put them in their place. Oh, Keisha, they love you, honey. Keisha, you're going to be at 1,000 at no time. Honey, your channel is going to blow up. You watch and see. But I said, you know what? I'm going to start a weight loss journey. And what made me start my weight loss journey was I saw how, I don't even know what her name is. Dazzling Deja. She started working out. Prissy P started working out. And I was like, oh, well, they're doing that. I was like, well, you know what? I can do that too. I was like, and post my journey on how I'm doing this. And guess what? I just started working out, and I've lost 20 pounds. But this accident came, and it slowed my roll. But guess what? Monday's coming. And that's when I will be back to working out. Because it's some people... Oh, go ahead, pickers. Yes. I'm almost at 300 subscribers. And I appreciate every last one of my subscribers. Because those subscribers can come and give you so much encouragement to keep going, keep pushing. Don't let nothing stop you. I love them all, Kiki. You're going to get there. See, I can't have... I laugh at you and Mel's page. I'll be like, they are so real. They just spill it out all over the place. And I love it because that's the realness in them. And Keisha, you had me cracking up. You said, I'm trying not to cuss. And then you just went on. I was like, yes, she's trying. But when you're trying to get that story across and you got to let it out, them cuss words are going to come out. Yes, they are definitely going to come out. Because when somebody has pissed you off and you just so mad and you get stirred, you can feel that burning in your soul, them cuss words is coming out. Right, Kiki and Keisha. Yeah, girl. She was like, I'm trying not to cuss, but brrr, and oh my gosh. And I can tell Mel be trying not to cuss too, but it's just a part of Mel. Mel just girl, I love when Mel tells stories because she just be so real. It's like you can visually see what Mel is saying when she's talking because she be so concentrated on what she's saying. She be have me in here cracking up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is hilarious. And I love their videos because it's no interruptions. Mel, you was. Yes, you was. I told you, you get the trophy today. Because you was trying your best not to say those cuss words. Yes, you was. And I know me, when I get angry, y'all, woo. Somebody dissed you on Pickers. Y'all, when I get mad, the bull comes out. The horns go up. The smoke comes out. And I can't control myself. It's just like another person has entered the body. And I just can't stop. I mean, it's like I lose voice. The air just stops. I can't. It just comes out, and every time I think about it, it still comes out, and I just can't. It takes a while for me to calm down. I have to keep telling myself, calm down, because girl, I don't have high blood pressure, but trust and believe, if I was to go and get my blood tested, my blood pressure read, it's going to be high, because that's just how much my blood is boiling, and I just got to get it out. I don't know anybody with that name I don't think I'm friends with that person. Yes, it's no controlling me. It's none. You might have to give me a shot to calm me down because I'm a raging bull. I can't stop. I mean, I'd be so mad. Y'all, when I get to going, I'm so mad. I'm at the rage that if I had a gun, I would be in jail because I would have to shoot somebody. That's how bad my anger management is. When someone pisses me off to the utmost. And the next thing that pisses me off, do not make a promise to me that you can't keep. Oh, girl, that's why I can't work in the office building no more. I cannot work in the hospitality industry anymore. I'm so glad that God has delivered me from that one and put me on to the little children. Whoo! My days at Denny's. Whoo! It was many days I had to bite my tongue. It was many days I walked out there. But then I said, nope. You're going to have to stand up for yourself and let your voice be heard. Let these people know that you can't talk to me any old kind of way because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm a person just like you. No, I can't. Yeah, those oh my gosh, and the parents. You know what? Y'all, as a business person and a daycare provider, don't just send your rules and regulations, your handbook and your rules and regulations out to the parents. No. Don't do that. Because they're going to say, oh, I didn't know. I didn't read that. Well, I have them come to my house. They get a tour. And after they get the tour, that's when we go into my 28-page contract book. I go over each and every page very thoroughly. And it takes about an hour. Because it's no way humanly possible you can say that you didn't know. And at the bottom of each page, they have to sign the bottom of each page just as well as myself that we did go over this. Because I don't want to hear, you already know my work day starts on a Monday and it ends on a Sunday. When you walk through that door on Monday with your child, you better have my money in your hand. It's no excuses. None whatsoever. None. And if you don't have it and you bring your child, you and that child, you taking that child to work with you. Because I do not work for free. And don't be late. Because we talk about that too in the contract. You know that, oh, I didn't know. I thought my time was 15 minutes. No. Don't even try it. And if I suspect that you're on drugs, alcohol, whatever, I'm not releasing your child to you. It's in the contract. It's in the contract also. I don't accept sleeping babies. You better wake that baby up before you get to my doorstep. Because I will not be the one that you bringing me a dead baby and you telling me that that baby is asleep. No, it's not happening. So you really, I'm telling you, you business people, go over whatever contracts you have. Go over them thoroughly with your people. Because that's one thing that can keep your blood pressure down. Because you can already say, well, let me go pull your contract out of your envelope. See, you signed this. So that told me that you read it. And here's my signature here that we went over it together on such and such a date. So you can't try me with that one. They will try you in the daycare industry. Oh, yes, they will. Oh, I didn't know. No, you know. You knew what your grace period was. Y'all, I carry my receipt book in my pocketbook 24/7. Oh, you didn't give me a receipt on this day. Oh, yes, I did. Here's the receipt book. I gave it to you. What you did with your receipt, that's on you. I don't know, boo-boo. I'm sorry. Can't help you. Yeah, you have to dot your I's, cross your T's. You have to cover so much as a business owner. That's why I can't work for the people anymore. I like my free time. I love my free time. Love it, love it, love it. It's the best thing out here on this earth is being a business owner. Yes, indeed. It is the best thing. As y'all can see, I'm still eating this sandwich. Exactly. I examine the children, especially the babies. You have to, because I mark down every scratch, everything, because you're not going to say I did that. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. And it's a lot of daycare providers that are out here for the wrong reason. But when you love children, you love children, and you're going to protect those children at all costs. Since I've had children, my oldest, all her friends would come to my house when they had fights with their mothers. And I would call the mother, your child is here once again. So once you've calmed down from whatever, and I've calmed this child down, and I've fed your child, because I don't send no child home hungry, you can come get your child. Or you can drop them off some clothes so they can go to school tomorrow. And then they'll go home from there. I was always the house that every child came to. Oh. Y'all gotta get that grape and lemonade. I'm telling y'all. It's the best drink you could ever drink. You'll be getting that water in. And it's hard to get that water in. It really is. But when you flavor that water up. Oh. So what are y'all having for dinner today on Sunday? Tell me some ideas, because I know my dinner is going to be way late. I need some ideas. Right. Video. That's right. Video. Yes, you video everything. Yes, yes, Keisha. You have to, and it's sad that you have to do that these days because people are so foul. No, you gotta dot them I's and cross them T's. Video everything. Yes, keep a good journal of everything. The best thing you could do, Keisha, is get a Polaroid camera and Polaroid and put it in the box. Put it on that page. Okay, this is how we sent him on this day. Photo, this is how he came back. Yeah, that's what you have to do. Documentation is everything when it comes down to children. Everything. How old is he, Keisha? Yep, documentation, everything. Everything. When he falls, you write it down. If he gets a scratch, write it down. If he gets a bruise, write it down. Document everything. Because you never know what time, what day this person is going to pop up and say, oh, I want to take you to court for neglect. Oh, no, sweetie. Okay, you can. Because we have documentation of everything. You know what what happens? That happens when someone knows that they're not right. They're going to always blame it on the other half. But what the child is actually doing is doing it at their house because that's what they see them doing. Documentation is the key of everything. everything. Oh my gosh, you don't know. I'll be writing so much that I get tired of writing. So now I'm going to try to figure out how to do it on typing everything, the journal. Because it's a lot that you have to type and document. When you change them, when they ate, all of that. Keisha, document, girl, document. Document everything. Because you know what? That sounds like somebody that's not in their right mind. Excuse me. That's what that sounds like to me. People try so many things for so many different reasons. And it's really sad. Y'all, I got to get off this live. I forgot I got a 5-page paper I got to write. Wow. 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 That's something. But you all, I'm going to have to end this live. I have a 5-page paper that's due by 11:59. And as you all know, I'm not the great writer, but I'm trying my best to get through this English class and get it done. Thank you, Pickers. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Kiki. Thank you, DC. Thank you, Tosh. Thank you all for joining in today and giving some insight to my story on love. I appreciate all of the feedback. Thank you. Thank you. But I'm going to get started on this paper because I know it's going to take me a long time. And I got enough time to do it. So thank you again. I appreciate you all. Your encouragement has helped me so much. DC, I'm going to text you the flyer for the Atlantic City trip on Black Friday. Yes, thank you, Keisha. I'm looking forward to seeing that tonight. So, again, thank you all for watching this video. And please leave down in the comments anything that you want to send back to me as feedback on this video. It will be openly received. And I thank you in advance. I also want to say, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video.